Hey, Spin Snakeo here with another figure review, or rather figures review. Yeah, we've got a double decker for you today. Today we have got the Marvel Select Ultimate Venom and Ultimate Carnage. Now these come separately. I've had these both for a long time, several years, and finally getting rid of them, so I figured I'd do a quick review before they go. Before we get into the review, I just wanted to say a big massive shout out and a huge thank you to my buddy Ronnie Tush, whose little boy is maybe my biggest fan. I was told that he was caught watching the videos at 11 o'clock at night, so maybe not maybe a naughty little boy for being up so late, but I feel really guilty now because he's been watching my videos. But anyway, also want to say a big thank you for all your support. So thank you, little Zach. Thanks for all your watching and views and everything, and hope you don't get any trouble from your dad on my behalf for watching these, but still, thanks buddy. Anyway, moving on to these guys. So like you said, these are the Marvel Select Ultimate Venom and Ultimate Carnage. Now they do come with accessories, one each. Well, I say one each. Carnage here comes with a kind of mortifyingly corpse of Gwen Stacy, so minor spoiler there, sorry. And Venom comes with a little safe door, and it has, if you've read the comics, the black suit is kept in his little safe, which is in the university, and it's that little safe with a little vial inside it, and attached to that is Peter Parker, like black webbed to the wall. Very cool. Here's a picture of that. I'm not going to show you a picture of Gwen because, like I've just said at the beginning of this video, there's little kids watching this and I think it's quite gross. Moving on. What do I think about these figures? This guy I've had for so many years, and a friend actually bought him for me, and when he said there's a Venom in my local comic book store, he told me over the phone about this figure, and I was like, oh wow, cool, can you get it for me? Thinking that it was a loose, one of the Spider-Man from the Sinister Six box set. Because he said it's very big and bulky, and that's the only one I could think of. He brought it for me, and then he showed me it, and I was like, what the hell's this? I am really happy that I got it though, because this thing is absolutely awesome. The detail in that is so cool, and all these little tentacles and tendrils, just everything is just so cool. Really, really love what they did with this figure. My only gripe, like with a lot of figures, is the articulation, to be honest. I just kind of wish it was a bit more there. And I thought about doing the same custom job I'd done with my Ultimate Hulk, which was basically fundamentally the exact same articulation. But, you know. As for Carnage, I picked him up off of eBay a couple of years back, quite a few years back. And I was expecting more, and I still think it's a really, really good figure. The sculpt on it's very, very cool. And he has some really, really nice features about him. But since I've got this, I've now actually decided to make my own one. And I'm going to make my own Venom, so that's why I'm letting these guys go. As for their details, again, I was really, really cool. So I'm going to go over Carnage first, because he's just the smaller of the two and easier to maneuver. He's quite a tall figure. So that's the thing, if I bring in my little Peter Parker, my little Spidey, I'll stand him up there, so that's him stood up. And there's my little Spidey. I think Venom's in good scale, but I think Carnage is just too big, because Carnage is fundamentally the same size as Peter Parker. I know this is a custom job, but I just think he's quite tall. If I bring a tape measure out, you can see that he stands like 7 inches. And that's just the top of his head. But the detail in him is very, very cool. So let's have a zoom it on his detail and everything. The face sculpt is very cool. I really like that. It's actually a soft rubber. It's squidgy. And there is a joint in there, so you can turn it, which I think is even cooler because it's hidden. So, same as his bottom jaw, it's soft rubber. And that's attached to this because this is all hard, but the seam's almost impossible to see. Very, very cool there. All these, of course, all soft rubber. Just really, really nice. Now, Carnage has like a yellow spot in his chest, and they've made his white for some reason. Don't know why. So yeah, really great details on this figure, and he's got those black hands and black feet, which the Ultimate one is quite a defining thing to separate him from the normal classic one. Articulation wise, let's go over that. I'm going to zoom out a bit. All these tendrils that are floating off of him are all loose rubber bits, and they're very, you see I'm running my finger through them, and they're all moving quite freely. I don't think there's a single one that doesn't. So like I said, articulation. Now the head is kind of weird. I think it's on a ball, I'm not sure. But you can get a pivot from left to right. Can't really go down, can't really go up, and you can turn a little bit side to side. But it's very thick rubber, and it likes to pop back there. Shoulders are on a ball joint, and they can go up that high. Depends like on the angle of the sculpt gets a bit in the way. So outside they can go up that high, but if you go around the back they can go further. No bicep, no elbow rotation, then a single bend in an elbow of 90 degrees, then a full wrist rotation 360 degrees, and then you have a pivot from there to there. So that's pretty good. There's a waist cut full 360 degrees, and he has T-cut hits, but they're very stiff and they're very ratchety. So he's got a Spartan of that, and he has a split kick of that, and he has upper thigh rotation 360 degrees, single bend in the knee, not 90, bit disappointing there, and there's an ankle point from there to there. So you can still get him in some really cool poses, and that was one of the things I did like about the figure. Now for this bad boy, the detail on this guy is amazing. First thing that blew me away was just the sheer bulk of this figure. He really is a massive figure. And I know the Ultimate Venom is a very huge character, but yeah, this one just blew me away. That head sculpt is awesome. It's just massive as well. It's a lot more almost canine the way it's coming out, opposed to just being like a big massive bottom jaw. So really is absolutely awesome. Now the thing about this guy is pretty much the entire of the upper torso is rubber, because all these tendrils coming off are all rubber, and they all look very cool. Going from like the shoulder blade here, so it's a separate piece. Now that's come out of the factory like that, so slightly off, and it goes all the way around to under the pecs there. So that's all upper rubber. Very cool. These ones are not rubber on the shoulders, but these ones on the bicep are. These ones aren't. So some are, some aren't. The bit longer ones seem to be rubber, the shorter ones not so much. But either way, just look how cool that guy looks. The sculpt, the muscle tone, the attention to detail is crazy. The little teeth that come out of him. I love the paintwork as well. It's black all over with like some purple dry brush, and it just looks so cool. Really does look very cool. Not quite sure what that is. I think that's just some rub. Every little piece of this thing is just so well sculpted. It's a shame to see it go, to be honest. Right, articulation on this guy. The head, I was hoping would be on a ball, but it's just on a cut, so you get left to right. Here's one tentacle. Shoulders, let me zoom out for this, sorry. Shoulders on ball discs, they can go up that high. They're kind of hindered by the actual sculpt of the tendrils. And they have a bicep cut, full 360 degree. No elbow joint whatsoever. And they have a wrist cut of there. Same on the other side. He has a waist cut, full 360 degree. And then he has DC, UC hips, but they're at weird angles. So this one can go out that much. This one that much. And go forward to there, forward to there. No in-knee articulation. And then he has ankle point from there to there, and a bit of pivot on that one. And an ankle point from there to there, and a bit of pivot on that one. You'll notice this foot's got a curve in it, so you can actually stand kind of on his toe. And he's pretty good at standing up. Haven't really had much trouble standing this up. The problem is the way his muscles is sculpted is kind of that's lined up. So if you bring it forward, so he's like actually looking square, the muscle definition, it doesn't line up. So it's a bit frustrating. But truly is a magnificent figure. And I think these guys look absolutely awesome, especially with my little custom Spidey job. Although Venom somewhat does overpower his sheer size. I'm not sure what else I can say. Venom, by the way, is solid, like rubber for most of it, like dense plastic, so he's quite a bit of weight behind him. But really is a spectacular, or should I say amazing figure. I definitely would recommend picking them up. You'd be lucky to find these though. They are quite pricey on eBay, and I'm selling these ridiculously cheap considering. I'm feeling a bit robbed, to be honest. One other thing I wanted to add is I'm going to put a picture here of showing Venom actually has an alternative, or a variant rather. It's fundamentally the same figure, but it's painted pure black with the white Venom symbol on the chest, going around the chest. So yeah, this is what that looks like. So you can see, like, really is a very cool figure. And yeah, if you see them, pick them up. If you're a fan of the Ultimates, pick them up. They're great figures. They really are. The detail alone is just worth them. Anyway, guys, that's my review. As per usual, thanks a lot for watching. And again, another quick little shout out. Thanks a lot, Little Zach. Really appreciate all your views. Just don't get in any more trouble, buddy. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. So please leave any comments below. And yeah, bye.